Hi, this is Peter Samuel, and this video will be about Google Contacts and the overview of how to use it and make it most useful for you, whether a student or a teacher. So first you're going to go to contacts.google.com, and for me, I'm already logged into my Henrico County account, and as you can see, I have no contacts whatsoever. So to start off with, I just wanted to say that not many people know about this. This is a huge benefit to, especially I think teachers, more than students, but also students. Um, for students, you can add your classmates on here. For teachers, you can add all your students, and then you can even divide them and categorize them in groups according to class or according to subject. If you're a teacher that teaches, two courses that are geometry and they're both college prep or they're both honors or they're both IB and you want to group them together, you can do that, and you can still group them separately in separate classes, so you can play around with this however you want, which is a great tool when you come to share documents from either Google Documents, Google Spreadsheet, or a Google presentation. So it's very useful, so pay close attention to what I'm about to do. You may already have some contacts on here. If you do, you can keep them, you can delete them and start from scratch. It's all up to you. So the main button we're going to use in Google Contacts is the little guy up here with the plus sign. He is add to my contacts. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to add a friend of mine. This is my friend Naveen. So henrico.k12.va.us. So I know his HCPS username is that, and you're going to go ahead and click add, and there he is right there, and I can edit him as a contact by clicking on him. So I know his name is Naveen Kotha, and this is his email, and that's just about all I need to add him. So there he is, Naveen Kotha there. Now I might add a couple other of my friends. And I'll go ahead and add a friend Ansel. Alright, so once again, no name, so I'll add a name for him, Ansel Lou. Done. Alright, so now I got Naveen and Ansel, and you can add a few more people at the same time. So if you already know people's, especially for teachers, if you know your student's login, all you have to do is add at henrico.k12.va.us, and hit a comma in between each one of them, or if you're copy and pasting from uh, a a spreadsheet, it'll copy and paste all of them straight away. So I think that's actually the easiest way to go about doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and open up an Excel document. And for the sake of this tutorial, let's just say that someone has already, you as a teacher have already gotten, blah 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 at gmail.com, blah 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 at gmail.com, and you already have these students in this Excel document. So all you have to do is select, and we can kind of duplicate for the, or let's see, blah 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 at gmail.com. Actually, let's use real names, just make them simple. So Jeff at gmail.com, Laura at gmail.com, Bob at gmail.com, Peter at gmail.com, Mary at gmail.com, Rohit at gmail.com. So as you can see, we have 6 kids. So say our class is small, we have 6 kids. So you hit this, right click, you hit copy. You go back to Firefox or whatever the web browser you're using for Google Contacts. You right click, you hit paste, and you hit add. And all of a sudden I've got Bob, Jeff, Laura, Mary, Peter, and Rohit all under my contacts. Now, of course, none of the names are on this end, so it could be a little useful to go ahead and add them. So, I mean, yeah, it's a little time consuming, but if you take the first few weeks of school to get this down, it'll really help you along through throughout the school year. So I'll go ahead and add the rest of this. Laura, Mary, Peter, and Rohit, finally. So let's say that the first three students, Ansel, Bob, and Farah, are all part of my IB Geometry Period 1. So I'm going to go up here to Groups, and I'm going to hit Create New, and I'm going to enter the group name as IB Geo Period 1. Hit OK, and as you can see right here, they have been labeled as IB Geo Period 1. And this is a small period, it's only got 3 students. The next period has double the students, it's got 6 students. So let's make them IB Geo Period 2. So there you have it. Those I've split them into each of their periods, and as you can see under my contacts now, I've got a IB Geo Period 1 and IB Geo Period 2, which shows me just the students in each period, which can also be a little helpful. So now back to my contacts. All these students take IB Geo. So let's select all of them by clicking this checkbox up here, which selects all, and then go to Groups, and then hit Create New, and select IB Geo. Just in general. Keep it pretty straightforward. So now, I'm unchecking it. IB Geo shows up for all of them because all of them take IB Geometry, they're just in different periods. So if I have a general geometry document that I want to share with them that pertains to both classes, why not just share it to all? So this is how to use Google Contacts and how to use their Groups feature, which is huge. Now I'm going to show you a couple other things real quick that might be useful if you're already a little familiar with it or you want to get more savvy. So under the More, you can merge contacts. So let's say it turns out that here, I'll change this for the purpose of showing it. Let's say Peter at Gmail was a mistake and really we want Naveen at Gmail. Or we added Naveen's Gmail twice, hcps at henrico.k12.va.us. So, and then let's say we just have Naveen's first name. So we accidentally added Naveen twice. What are we going to do about that? Well, you select both the contacts and hit Merge Contacts. And then, poof, it automatically merges the two together. So that's the merge contacts, delete contacts. You got one kid who drops out of the class, you don't teach them any longer, you hit delete contact. Very simple, straightforward. Import. So if you want to import, if you know what a CSV file or a vcard file is to upload, those are files that are used with Outlook, Outlook Express, Yahoo Mail, Hotmail, Eudora, and Apple Address Book. If you're familiar with these files, you can just go ahead and upload them, and any data you had on those files will automatically sync with Google Contacts. If you're not familiar with these files, don't worry about it. You don't need to be necessarily. Export. Well, in order to export, you will be kind of familiar with these files. The quickest way to export is a Google CSV file, and let's just say I want to select all contacts. You can select them by group, you can select all of them. So I'm going to go ahead and select all of them. I'm going to export it, and it's going to save as an Excel file, a CSV file as an Excel file. So let's just open it to take a look at what it looks like. So as you can see, it's got name, given name. I think this is additional name, family name, Yomi name, I have no idea what that is, given name again, additional nickname, short name, initials, gender, location, billing info. So, I mean, if for companies, this is really important because they, sensitivity, priority, all that stuff, they fill all that in and they re-upload it so they can do it on one spreadsheet and see it all. So you can kind of see everything on the spreadsheet. It's really useful to see what's going on. So that's what a CSV file is, and that's how you can kind of back up your contacts. I'd recommend backing up as soon as you're done doing this, or kind of have a little bit of backups in between doing this so that you don't lose all your contacts at once. and whatnot. You can print out contacts. I've never really done that. I don't know what that does. So I don't know if you're ever going to need to do that. Find and merge duplicates. Yay, no duplicates, but let's try adding like Naveen, oops, at gmail.com. Add that. Oh, well, it's synced with someone who actually has that. Let's just go ahead and disconnect their Google profile. Apparently you can't do that, can you? Okay. Sorry about that. 1 second. Let's just delete this contact and add a new one, Naveen K, um, K, Naveen K. Just keep it simple at gmail.com. Highly doubt anyone has that. Okay, great. No one has that. So we're just going to put Naveen Kotha, and you can hit, the find and merge duplicates, and they've got the exact same name, so they've come up with a duplicate. So you can merge them, and now as you can see, a +1 has appeared, so now you have their HCPS one and you have their personal one. So in case you do want to have your students' personal emails for whatever reason, I can understand teachers do take them, and it can be useful. So that's how you find and merge duplicates. Then of course you can sort by first or last name. That is totally up to you and what your preference is. So that is it for Google Contacts. I hope this has been very useful for teachers and students, but I can't tell you how important this is going to be in Google Sharing. So if you go to my Google Sharing video, you'll kind of see how important it can be. And that is all. Thank you for watching.